In Rome, around the year 65 AD, power was absolute. A fortune built over decades could be seized in an afternoon, and a life of privilege could end before sundown. The architect of this volatile environment was Emperor Nero. He held total authority over the empire, ruling with a temperament that made his inner circle constantly aware of their own mortality. On a completely ordinary day, Nero sent a messenger to his former advisor with a single, unappealable instruction. The mandate was simple: die today. The real test of any personal philosophy is found in the immediate seconds after hearing a death sentence. The man receiving this order was Seneca. By this time, he was an older statesman, a writer, and a philosopher who had navigated the most dangerous heights of Roman politics. Biological instinct usually demands a specific reaction to sudden violent news, a rush to flee, or a desperate attempt to bargain for a few more hours of life. Seneca broke the pattern. He read the emperor's mandate and displayed no outward signs of panic. This level of composure is the result of years of specific psychological construction. Away from the noise of the sprawling city, at his quiet and isolated estate, Seneca immediately called his closest confidants together. Upon hearing the news, the people around him collapsed into grief, weeping openly at the suddenness of his execution. In contrast, Seneca calmly sat down. While his friends mourned, he called for a scribe and began methodically dictating his final reflections on life. In moments of ultimate crisis, an untrained mind defaults to emotional chaos, while a trained mind relies on the structures it has already built. As he methodically dictated those final few words, observers recorded a very specific physical detail. His hands were visibly shaking. The immense physical strain of maintaining a calm facade while those around him wept manifested in a clear, visible tremor. In that room, he delivered his final message. He said, "I have lived long enough and more than enough. Fortune has given me more than I asked for. What remains I leave, not to fate, but to philosophy." True composure is the intentional, exhausting mastery over emotion in service to others. This timeline illustrates the Stoic concept of the good death. A lifespan extends forward until a sudden barrier appears, representing unexpected mortality. Daily philosophical reflection gradually strips away the unknown. Over time, these habits dissolve that final barrier. Seneca was drawing on 40 years of consistent daily preparation. The courage visible in his final hour was a reserve of discipline built over decades. Modern culture often assumes we only need to face mortality when it is imminent, usually near the end of a long life. It is difficult to successfully prepare for the end of a life once you have already reached it. Preparation happens in the mundane, deliberate choices made every single day you are alive. The final composure seen in Seneca was the quiet, cumulative result of a lifetime spent living deliberately.